what we have to work today. So, hi guys, how are you all doing? I hope you don't mind because today you're seeing my face and I have no makeup on. I have my old lady dress. I have my son with the sticky, what is this? Sticky hand. And he's playing with this that we brought from the Netherlands. Last week there was no stream because we were out. Were on vacation on the Netherlands, and so today we are restarting our streams again. Welcome. Grab a pencil, a pen, or whatever you wish, and let's go to it. Okay, so crisis averted. I think so. So let me just point this here. Yeah. So I've put up this image of a still life that I took in the Netherlands. We stayed in it at an Airbnb that was a farm, like a working farm. And I had a lot of fun sketching the animals there and you know the characters that this is upside down. Let me just turn this around. Hold on, rodar 180. Exato, exato. Okay, great. So I hope you can all hear me. Okay, let's start. So I captured a lot of interesting characters that were roaming about. This is some notes that I took. These were some of the best characters that we met there. There were a bunch of ducks running around. There were 4 of them, but I didn't get the chance to capture all of them. And some alpacas, and yeah, this is a map from the sites that was in the wall there. And one night we were playing cards as a family, and I just decided to illustrate it. And some Eurasian jackdaws that were always there. They're really friendly and they like to chirp a lot. And yeah, this is the view from our first room. So that was a very quick sketchbook tour from my Netherlands trip. I can make something a bit more in depth if you think that would be interesting. But before we start another sketchbook, I have this sketchbook, which has how many pages left? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, there's so much. And the last one, I don't know if you can really count it. So, and I need to finish this because it's been these sketchbooks, I love the paper and then but they're really hard to fill out because they are very, very, they have a lot of pages. This is the Nina Cosford sketchbook. I love this paper, although it's really thin. It's great to work. You can't use watercolor in it because, well, you can, but it will crinkle up the pages. But if you want to use like acrylics, gouache, and yeah, it's great for that. So I'm gonna use this page. I finally have a clampy, which is one of those very stupid YouTube things that we like to acquire. Now my son is watching YouTube in the background. I hope you don't mind the distraction. Um, and well, as any YouTuber, art YouTuber that we have nowadays, I think I should have a clampy too. So and then we don't have this in Portugal, so I had to order it from another website, and yeah, it just came just in time. Wow. I have my little boy right at the side of me. He's eating some yogurt. He just came from school and he's watching his videos too. Martim, porquê é que estás a comer gelado? Gelado não é lanche, filho. Vai arrumar isso, anda, vai comer outra coisa. Okay. So let's take a look at this still life that I have here. So the farm was all the theme for the decor of the farm was all cows, which I really appreciate because when I was a teenager, sorry, when I was a teenager, I loved cows. And I had cow prints all over, and I have cow plushies and cow everything. So to my trip for the Netherlands, I arranged this small-ish bag of supplies, which I used. I used every which one of them, and I haven't packed away it yet because I want to do a video of me preparing all of the supplies, what I used, what I didn't use, what I wish I would have, and how to be more efficient with this because I was going on a plane trip with two small kids and we were meeting my husband there. So it was just me and the kids. And I had to pack really efficiently. So in other times, I would bring a whole bag of a lot of supplies, but I didn't have that luxury now. And it was good. It was good because it made me stay in focus, so I wouldn't be all over the place. And that is what I'm using today. I'm just gonna put it right here at the front of me. And so we'll start. I don't know how your day has been. My day has been uh, quite dull from a certain point of view because I've been working on my master's thesis. And I don't know if you've ever done something like that, but it's a lot of, how do you say it? In Portuguese, queimar a pestana. So you have to burn through a lot of brain cells in order to get something that has some kind of quality. And so this little bit here right now with this sketchbook and with my kids around me, it's a real treat at the end of the day to just come and have this small pocket of time to do something for myself. So I'm just gonna start with the light. I was gonna say a light sketch, but this is a black pencil, so it won't be a light sketch. I'm just gonna start with the sketch here. I really love this teapot. I have I don't know, a secret obsession with teapots. And I really liked the shape of it. So I had to take a picture. I'm just doing like the contour drawing and not being too precious about it. So yeah, you see this is already crooked, but that's okay. This is just for us, for the end of our days, to relax a little bit after a hard day at work or school or wherever you have been. And yeah. So we have this small pot here. I really want to draw the cows. I think they will be really hard because I can't see them very well here in my small screen. Yeah, I'm just gonna make one of the cows. Okay, and then you have the small plant there. And this has a heart here. Okay. She has a little tail here. Okay. So this is a bit in an angle. And not gonna draw everything that I see, but this is just to get me started. Okay, so now let me see. I can do this either way, or I can fill out everything that you see here, or I can, let me just turn this. Oh, it's my little boy right there. Either I can like fill in with some color, or I can do another sketch here now that I've already familiarized myself with all of the shapes. I can do a sketch here just with color and putting down the shapes and then adding the details. So this is one of two methods that I like to start a drawing, because there are many ways to start a drawing. But I usually have to start with lines, because lines are comforting for me. I've always thought that I was a better drawer than I was a painter, so I'd like to start with the lines. And to keep it loose, then I go back to the shapes, and then I do the shapes with some kind of color. So one of the things that we can do here is, to grab a pen and make the negative space around these shapes. Like, let me see. I brought these very chunky. Oh, doesn't want to come out. These very chunky Posca pens. They are really useful to color in large areas, like I've done here. This sketch I've done it on the plane, and this background is all done with this pen, which was a bit overflowing. This napkin from the airline that I brought with me. But that's okay, because we can, as long as it doesn't explode, we'll be all right. So I'm just following like the negative space here. Oh, I seem to run out of the room in the sheet, but it's okay. Like this, and then like so. I'm not looking at the reference image anymore. I'm just looking at my drawing. This is how I usually make my style shine a lot more, is when I just look at the reference picture to draw it one time, or two or whatever. In this case, it's just one time. And then I'll go back and I'll use the sketch that I've done as my reference. So if I, oh, it's not exploding. Yeah, it was exploding on the plane, but I guess it was due to the pressure. These pens are really great for, you know, to add some large areas of color. So just filling out all of this area right here, like so. Okay. Yeah. So now I have the negative shape of all of this. And now I am coming in with, let me see. I'm just grabbing, I'm grabbing random colors. I'm not really interested in color fidelity, so to represent things exactly as how I see them, as they are. I like to keep it a bit loose, so I'm going to use this purple tombow to represent the rest of the teapot. And I really like sketching in these live calls because I don't know, I'm much looser here than when I am alone with my thoughts or whatever, or I'm making some kind of commission or illustration for a book. Yeah, it's way cooler because it all gets really, really, really loose. Oh yeah. So I'm just going to fill in the whole of the teapot. I'm not really stressing myself with like the direction of the strokes. I'm just filling it in. Oh, the Pascal is still wet, so then you get these really interesting happy accidents, as our friend Bob Ross used to say. Oh, sorry. I get when I'm starting to get in the flow, I have a habit of singing, so I'm sorry if I start randomly humming some tune that I've heard recently. And with these thumbos, it's really easy to layer. And this paper is very, very forgiving. Of course, that you can't be very rough with it, but you can make some layering with these pens. And I'm being really, really aggressive with it. But yeah. Dudu. Okay, so now I've picked up a blue pen. Where does this? Yeah, it's right here. You grab it. If you grab the pen farthest away from the tip, it's easier to feel like these big areas. And I've completely obliterated the cow that was right here. but that's okay. We can try and bring it back with a lighter pastel. Let's see if this is already dry. Yeah. So our little cow was standing like here. And she's looking really happy. I'm really simplifying shapes because, yeah, we don't have time for anything else. Because the kids are at home, you have to make dinner and blah, 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 blah. Although tonight we are asking for takeover because that is my little present for myself when I have a very hard day at work. I have these little gifts I give myself, so I'm going to order some takeaway. I don't know what yet, but we'll see. And yeah. So sorry, not last week, the other week before, our stream was a little bit shorter because that's life. We really have to, I'm trying to accept that life doesn't always give me the time that I want to, well, to spend studying art or making art or all the things art. And so I have to take advantage of what I have. I have to accept it and take advantage of it. This is a mild liner in, I don't know how this color is called. Gold, I guess that's what it's called. I really like this kind of thing. And so now I'm just gonna grab the same pencil, which needs a good sharpening. Let me see if I have a sharpening. No. Do I have a sharpener here? Yeah, two sharpeners. So my son got this really cute box at our local celebrations for this. Oh, whoa. And I thought it was really cute. And so I'm using it for my pencil sharpenings. So now you have a really pointy pencil, and these pencils don't usually break very, very easily. But yeah. Okay, so now what kind of details do I want to include? I can see that the pot has some like a little texture. What a hard word to say. Texturas em português. Textures, thank you. And has a little scalloped edge right here. So this is my favorite part. And then this, it's a bit crooked, but oh well, it doesn't matter. Then this part has a little opening like this. Then, yeah, just defining a bit more of the shapes. What else do I want to go? It has like in these, I wasn't able to translate very well this squared shape that it has, but yeah, that's life. You just take it as it is. And now I think I am going to make, it has some kind of flower embellishment. Okay. And that is all of the detail that I'm going to give to this teapot. It's really wonky. I can see from computer view here. But I think it's really cool. I really like this one. I like this one too, but I like this one better. And it's all due to the constraints of the size of the paper and this context, but I'm doing extreme. So this allows me to be a lot looser. Yeah. So now I'm going to draw some leaves here. I'm not going to draw all of them. And I'm just using this kind of shape to just to give the idea of what it is. So this one had a heart here. So the heart has like smaller. It's perforated. It's a can and it's perforated. But I really don't have the patience to do all of that right now. So I'm just coloring in the inside of the can so it gives out the effect that it's a three-dimensional object and that this is inside. And now for our cow friends, and I'm really dreading this part because I want to make justice for my beautiful cows. I know they have two small horns here. They have a really happy face. Sorry, I was just checking the chat to see if anyone is here. Okay, so yeah, really smiley face, and they have those cute noses, and yeah, they just her little paws are hidden like this. I'm going to make her tail like this. Yeah. Yeah, some dot eyes, and then the spots. Cows are really fun to draw. They are really hard to draw, but they're fun too. Okay. I'm doing this a little bit of not really I'm not really interested in the the quality of the image, so to speak, but more on the act of putting the paper, the materials on the paper and feeling that satisfaction of being to able to draw and scribble something. I'm going to make a kind of a shadow here with the black pencil. And you could say, oh, Margarita, but black pencil, it's way too heavy. It will dull the colors. But you see, all of the colors that I've used all are really, really bright. So in this case, the pencil is kind of balancing things, so to speak. So don't be afraid to use black. You just need to know how and when to use it. Okay. So whatever else I could add here would be only details. And I think we have captured the gist of it. Maybe in some other future streams we can explore how we can do other iterations of the same image like I've done here. So the first sketch and then the more final illustration, because this would be very interesting to see where this could take us. But that would would have to be a longer stream, which we do on Sundays on Patreon. If you don't follow me there, you can follow me for free. For now, it's going to be open until the end of August. All posts will be free. We have a longer call there on Sundays at 5 p.m. Portugal time. And, do all the YouTube stuffs of liking, commenting, sharing with your friends. And I hope you've had a wonderful end of the day. This has relaxed you a bit. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.